Right, so let's begin. Sit tall and supreme, close the eyes, and bring the attention within. Nothing to do, nothing to seek. Everything we need is already within. Let's begin with the sound of Om 3 times to attract divine attention. Imagine you're merging with all beings everywhere. Om. Fix your mind on God alone. Om. Rest your thoughts in God alone. Om. And in God you will live hereafter. Of this there is no doubt. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering and enjoy this practice through our senses. May we always have a strong desire for the knowledge that liberates us from pain and suffering. And may we cherish no ill feelings against each other. Only ever peace, love, joy, and compassion. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. And to make this practice even more meaningful, more powerful, and even better than meditation, renounce all the fruits. Imagine this as your divine obligation to all beings everywhere. Do it simply because it must be done for the well-being of all. Now let's come to standing. Start off with some warm-ups. So let's begin. We're going to start off with our feet about 10 inches apart. Just swing from one side to the other. Feel as though the arms are heavy ropes slapping against the body. Look all the way around you. And then shake faster. It's like all the directions, all the joints being shaken in the upper body. And then slow down. And then bring hands on the hips, circle ahead, large circles as possible. The chin touching the chest, the ears, the shoulders, the back of the head to the top of the back. Round and around and up. And then go in the opposite direction. Feels a little head, we're very heavy. Can't even stay on the neck, it just rolls all the way around it. Good. And now the left foot forward. Swing the right arm back and continue to wind up as though you're about to throw a ball. And then go forward now. Imagine holding weight of 5 pounds in the hand to make the arms swing more easily. And now the right foot in front and circle the left arm backwards. And then go forward now. Good. And now bring the feet about 10 inches apart again in line with one another. Bring the arms over the head, take all the opposite elbows, bend to the left. Pull the elbow, then deep stretch to the right side of the body. Then go to the other side. Try not to make folds in the right side of the body. And then go to the left again. Keep pressing the elbows as though you're trying to push them right together. And then the other side. And coming back to the front or to the top, and then release the arms down. Next one's called breath of joy. So do it with exuberance and enthusiasm to make it live up to its name. First two movements on the inhale, last one on exhale, throw the body down, looks like this. Now the body, hit the thighs. Imagine you're tossing all the negativity out of the body when you throw the body down. And one more. And just allow the body just stay down for a moment, stop shaking and bouncing. And then roll your way up. Good. And now from here, shake the hands very, very rapidly, like you have no control over the hands, are moving all by themselves. Then up and down, flap the fingers like the wings of a hummingbird. So fast you can't even see the movement, but like a blur. Now arms out to the side. If you like, you can bring your left hand on a wall or a chair and swing the right leg back and forth. Feels or like a pendulum that went out of control. Try to get the knee to the shoulder, the toes to the back of the head. And then the other leg. Back and forth. Loosen up the hip. Beautiful. And then down. The feet together, the arms by sides, body jump. If you can't jump because your knees, you just lift your heels and bounce. But if you can, go very high. Be like a child. You stay like a child, always blissful and content. Good. And then conclude, bring the feet together, arms by sides of the body. Inhale, raise the arms up and raise the heels up at the same time as the arms are coming up over the head. Exhale, come back down. Push through the heels down. Inhale, push through with your toes, come all the way up. Get very tall. Beautiful. Exhale, come back down gracefully. Control the movements. Be the witness, watching body moving all by itself. Come all the way up. Exhale down. Nice and fluid. Keep the breath even and steady so the movements are controlled all the way up. Nice. And exhale back down. Now bring the chin onto the chest and a gesture of humbleness. Stay in this humble mindset throughout the practice. Renounce again all the fruits. And then come to the sense of mat. Everything we have is meant to be shared. Hands to the heart. Let's imagine we're together physically in the same space, moving like a school of fish. Surya Namaskar, raise your arms up, hold the head, arch back. Then fold the body down, bend your knees if you need to. Just bring your hands down on the ground. The right foot back, lower down your knee, drop down to the seat. Good. And then come into the high plank. Bring the knees down, the seat's all the way back behind the heels. Glide forward, brush your nose to the ground, and then lift the chest, bring the head all the way back. Take the seats back again behind the heels, glide forward, turn the fingers out a little bit, pull the elbows inside sides of the body, and let those to find more ease to come through between the arms. One more time. Take the seats back, glide like a snake creeping through the grass, and then coil majestically like that beautiful serpent. And then into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Lift the seats, allow the head to come down below the arms. Soften the line in the back. Now from here, the right foot steps forward to the hands. Drop down to the seat. Feet come together, chest on the sides, head down. Come all the way up to standing, raise your arms over the head, arch back. And then come back home, hands to the heart. Go up and back, stretch the whole front of the body, fold the body down. Don't worry about the breath, just move the body, the breath will follow. Left foot back and deliver more power, ease, and grace in movement. Into the high plank, lower the knees down, the seat goes back. Glide forward. Put yourself in the body of the snake. Imagine having that balanced range of motion. And again, take the seats back. Come forward. Tap into all their divine virtues and everything you're representing. Be regal and wise, fierce and mighty like the snake. One more time. Take the seats back, glide forward. 3 times blessed are those who can copy the forms, physically, mentally, and spiritually. And back into all-encompassing. Lift the seats again, allow the heart to melt, soften the heart down towards the ground. And then the left foot steps towards the hands. All the movements done fluidly and gracefully. Feet together, chest on the sides again, head down, adjust your lowliness here. Come right up, Hasta Uttanasana, standing salutes. Coming back home. Go up and back. Bury your mind deep in the heart. Watch body move with even more power, grace, and ease. Chest on the sides. If you're flexible, push your seat right up so your legs are straight, your body pressing against the legs. The right foot back, lower down the knee. Into the plank. Next, Ashtanga Namaskar. The knees, chest, forehead down. Come right through as your hips come to your hands. Lift your hips and knees away from the ground. Upward facing dog if you can. If it's too much, keep your hips on the ground. Now here, just pause. Try to get your shoulders back. Look like a dog howling at the moon. Try not to make folds in the lower back or the back of the neck. Now roll over your toes. Downward facing dog here. Bounce through the chest. Try to get your chest closer to the ground. If you're flexible again, see if you can touch your forehead to the ground without bending your arms. Look like a dog stretching its back. Exhibit the loyalty of the dog to its master, more importantly. Now bring the right foot forward to the hands. Sink down to the seat. And then the feet come together. Fold the body in half. The head comes close to the feet. And then come right up to standing. And raise your arms over the head. Come back home. Bring your arms up. Every movement, an expression of divine devotion and surrender. Chest on the thighs, head down. The left foot back. Lower down the knee, drop down to the seat. Good. Then come right back into high plank. Knees, chest, and forehead down. Ashtanga Namaskar. Right through into upward facing dog or cobra again. Shoulders back. Make sure you don't lose your neck. Tuck up your neck, get out of the shoulders. No folds in the back body. And then back into downward facing dog. Think of your spine, your psychic channel as the conduit of energy. You don't want to break the flow, just like you don't want to fold the pose too deeply so that you stop the water flow. And then the left foot steps forward to the hands, back knee down, drop down to the seat. And then if you come together, Uttanasana, push the belly into your legs. Doesn't matter if your legs don't straighten, you just keep your chest with your thighs. Come right up to standing, arms over the head, and then come back home. Let's add on. Raise your arms up, hips forward, engage your buttocks to support your back as you come forward. Lean back, and then now hinge at the hips, bend your knees, land your belly on the thighs. Join your hands behind the back and push your arms all the way up, off your back, over your shoulders. The shoulders right beside the knees, your chest trying to move beyond the knees. Now hold your breath, keep your weight on your left foot and slide your right foot back without touching your fingers to the ground if you can. Bring your arms all the way up into Kapayasana, right back behind the head, beside the ears. Keep your arms straight. Look like a crescent shape. Good. Stretch the whole front of the body. Beautiful expression of offering. Now break the pose, bring the hands down, step back into high plank. You can do the same, enter into upward facing dog if you're stronger. Take a seat back, so you can pull yourself right through without touching your legs to the ground. Push your elbows into the sides of the body, push it into your toes, and rise up. Now back into all-encompassing. Immediately raise your right leg up, three-legged dog, and step a foot between the hands. Back knee down, drop down to the seat, right up into Kapayasana again. Bring arms up, right beside the ears, and pull them back. Shoulders are moving down. Good. Stretch the whole front of the body. And then from here, lean your belly into your front leg, swing your hands back, press into your right foot, hold the breath, and the left foot comes in softly beside it. No big heavy footfalls, graceful, soft landings and movements. Come right up to standing, raise your arms up over the head, and come back home. Remember, the practice is an offering, so you try to make it as beautiful as possible. Reach up and back, worthy of the Guru's attention. Chest on the thighs, pull hands over your behind your back and all the way up over your shoulders. If you're very flexible, your chest, your whole front of legs are body's glued to the legs, including the forehead to your shins. No matter if it doesn't, just do your best. And then from here, keep the weight on the right foot, left foot goes back, lower down the knee, right up into Kapyasana again. Use your arms to pull the torso out of the hips, reach up and back. Good. Practice an intention of offering, the postures even become more beautiful. And then break the palms. Bring the hands down, step it back into high plank. Again, your entry into upward facing dog, your choice. You according to your abilities, your strength, everything's perfect if you're trying your best. And then back into downward facing dog. As soon as you arrive in downward facing dog, lift the left leg up, Ekapada Adho Mukha Sivanasana. And then step the foot between the hands. Shoulders move forward so the foot lands softly. Back knee down, drop down to the seat, right up again. Kapyasana. Radiate your inner light like the moon reflects the light of the sun. You become what you see in your imagination. Now get ready to come forward. Lean into front leg with your belly, swing your hands behind the back, join together, and then bring your right foot to meet the left. Uttanasana, bow down with low humbleness. Come right up to standing, raise your arms up to the head, and come back on, hands to the heart. Good. Let's do that one once again. No stopping this time. Flow from one pose to the other, like a shapeshifter moving effortless between forms. Now bend your knees, land your belly on your thighs, pull your hands right over your shoulders. Then right back, right foot back. Lower down the knee, right up into Kapyasana. Connect the movement seamlessly together like you're doing a divine dance of devotion. Into the high plank and into your upward facing dog, however way you'd like to enter into it. Or cobra, of course, is also an option. Back into downward facing dog. Lift the seat, the head comes down, and then the right leg comes up. Ekapada Adho Mukha Sivanasana. Big step between the hands. Lower the knees, sink down to the seat, Kapyasana again. Pull arms all the way up and back. And then come forward, belly on your side, so your head behind the back, join together. And then the left foot comes right beside the left, right. Uttanasana. Right up to standing, arch back, and then back home. One more time. On the left side now, raise your arms up, stretch the whole front of the body, fold the body down in half. Chest on the thighs, push the arms up off your shoulders, try to keep your belly with your thighs. And then the left foot back right away. Lower down the knee, right up. Arms swing back and behind your head, up and back. Good. And then from here, bring the hands back down. Step back into high plank. Bring the seat back and come right through into upward facing dog. Elbows into the sides of the body. Use with your toes, your pelvis. To push into the toes. Come into upward facing dog. And then swing right back into downward facing dog. Sink the heart towards the ground. Left leg up. And step the foot between the hands. Back knee down. Drop down to the seat. Arms up overhead. You have to imagine you're moving like you move in a dream. Slowly, gracefully, effortlessly. Lean forward into your front leg. Swing your hands behind the back and join the feet together. Uttanasana. Push your feet up. The head comes down. Adjust your deep humbleness. Come right up to standing. Arms up over the head, arch back. Hasta Uttanasana. And then land your hands back at the heart center. From the heart, inhale love from the heart up to the ground. Hold the breath. Imagine all the love that you put up there is going into all beings now. Exhale back down to the heart. Remain established in divine love. Continue to cultivate unconditional love towards all beings. And release. So now we're going to continue with some balance poses. So let's start actually at the back of the mat. Start off with balancing T. If you can, take your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, open the palms by bending the wrists. Bring the left foot forward, and then come forward, your belly on your thigh, raise your right leg up. It looks like you're lying on the table here. The head, the foot, the hips on the same line. If it's too much, you take your hands behind your back, join together, take them out to the side. Be like an airplane, straight line from fingers to from one hand to the next, across the back. That's it. Now, those of you who want to go a little bit further, you can bend your left knee, bring your belly onto your thighs, the head comes down a little bit more, the right foot comes up higher. So you can put your hands up over your shoulders and then arch your back by pushing your chest forward a little bit, shoulders back. Try to get your foot higher than the head. Bring the hands down on the ground on either side of the foot. Left hand comes to the outside of the foot, the index finger on the outside of the heel, the right leg comes up higher. If you're having trouble with your hamstrings, you can bend your knee. And then see if you can get the right hand closer. So you try to get to your belly to rest on your thigh by keeping your right and left knee bent. Eventually, you can take your right hand to your foot as well. Index fingers on either side of the heel. Gaze just beyond the toes. And then break the pause. Bring your fingertips down, bring your right foot back down, tuck your chin in, and roll your way up. Every part of the sequence done with gracefulness. Good. And then prepare to move on to the other foot. Getting your arms out to the side or behind your back, interlace your fingers, right foot forward. Bend your right knee, bring your belly onto your thigh, and then raise the left leg up, and then start to straighten out the right leg. Again, straight line from the toes to the head. Make like a letter T shape, the capital letter T. Whatever happens, just dance with it. Be unconcerned. Just try your best. If you want to go further, bend your right knee, try and get your belly on your thigh, and try and get your left foot up higher. The head comes down about the height of the knee. All these just go according to your condition, your abilities. No attachment to the results. No expectations. Now bring the hands down. The right hand comes to the outside of the foot, the index finger along the heel, and then your left hand comes closer and closer. If you have the flexibility, raise your leg all the way up. The foot eventually comes in line with your right foot. If you need to bend your knee, all good, all perfect. Gaze just beyond the toes. And then break the pose. Bring your fingertips down, bring the left foot back down, and come all the way back up. Charging breathing. Close the eyes. Inhale everything you need right into the body, into this spine, and bring it all the way up to the crown. Exhale, send it all the way throughout the body. Feel recharged. Share it with all beings. Send it out through your pores, just into all beings. So now we'll do another one. So we're stepping on the left foot, starting off the Adho Chandravasana. Bring the left hand down about 14 or 16 inches in front of your left foot. If you need a block, you can use a block. And then bring the right leg up. Too much, you can also do it on your knees. So again, it's all perfect. Just see yourself in a pose. Continue to see yourself in a practice you're trying to attain with angry determination and constant practice. You will arrive. Good. Now from here, if you would like, you can bend your left knee a little bit, stay forward into your left foot. Bring the right foot close to your heels, right heel close to your seat, so you can take it, and then push it all the way up and back, like a bow pose. You want to go even further, you can look forward. Make sure the left hip is in line with your heel, so you can take your left hand up off the ground, even just having on the ground, or maybe taking your left hand to your heart eventually. If you have good balance, you can try to take your left hand to the foot as well. Don't worry about the results. We all eventually experience everything. Pull heel in towards the seat, left hand back down, and the right foot down, and come back down. Now on the other side, the right foot steps forward, reach down, bring your fingertips to the ground, and raise the left leg up. Take your time, don't rush. See yourself unfolding the posture gracefully, and then this will arrive with you. Take your time and just watch yourself in the mind doing it. Now, if you like, sink more weight into your right foot by bending right knee a little bit more. Take the left heel close to your seat again, and then take hold of the foot, the ankle, and push it all the way up and back away from you. Can't take the ankle? No worries. And if you want to look forward now, make sure your hip is right over the heel, Hold your breath, so you can take your right fingertips off the ground, even hovering, or take your hand onto your heart, or the hand comes right to the foot as well, right hand. Good stuff. And whatever happens, just dance it. Be unconcerned, stay in the same template. Right hand comes back down, the left foot comes back down, and come back up. Charging, breathing again. Turn the palms forward. Inhale, imagine lights going right up through the body, into the spine, up to the crown. Exhale, send it out to all beings everywhere. Share everything. Good. Now stand in the middle of the mat, facing alongside the mat. Take the fingertips and line your elbows to the height of the shoulders, and then jump your feet apart. Turn to your left, or you can walk, of course. Left knee bends, Virabhadrasana. Look over the front hands and be strong and mighty like the warrior. Enter into the warrior consciousness. From here, Parsvakonasana. Depending where your hip is, you can either bring your left arm on your left thigh, the right arm goes over the head, or maybe the hand comes to the ground on the inside of the foot, the shoulder against the knee. Keep a straight line from the foot all the way to the hands. If you want to take a bind or a half bind, go ahead. Your right hand can be behind the back. Leave it land on your thigh, rolling outwards, or dip your shoulder down a little bit lower so that your arm can go underneath the left leg. The right arm goes behind your back. Join your hands together, push your right shoulder back again. You can also do this with your right knee down. Now break the pose, looking forward. Come into a lunge, lift the back heel, right arm up. Into Pranayama, Parsvakonasana. Angle the toe and knee towards the right. Push it out with your right, the leg out of the way with your left hand, so you can get the right arm on the outside of the leg. Armpit staying on the outside of the knee. Left hand push into your right, try to get the center of the chest behind your thumbs. Roll the left shoulder all the way back. You can bring your right knee down if you're having trouble balancing. If you know other variations, you can go ahead. You can take a bind, for instance. You can take try to slip your right arm underneath the leg, pushing on your left elbow, your left hand with your elbow. Snake the arm underneath the leg, left arm goes over your back. Pull the left shoulder all the way back. Turn your face and chest. Break the pose now. Bring the back knee down. Look forward. Bring the hands to the inside of the right foot. Left foot, and move the left foot out to the edge of the mat. Rock back and forth. Try to get your hips to sink. Imagine they're made of lead. Very, very heavy. Then now push back to the right for one more time. Lower the knee down. If your hips are low enough, fall to your right. Land on your right forearm. And then roll back to your left. Try to keep on getting your belly to come down. When your hips are anchored down, the belly will then come down, followed by the chest, followed by the chin. Try to get your back eventually lower than the knee. Good. Now be like a lizard. Imagine you're sunning yourself on a warm earth. Embody the stillness of the lizard, the calmness. Now come back onto the hands. Keep your hips where they are. You can, Kapyasana, so you can keep your hands on the knee if you like, and lean away from the leg if that's where you're at. Or you can take your arms over the head, the full expression of the pose, rock your shoulders back, or somewhere in between. Take hold of your opposite elbows, allow the head to rest in your arm. So again, wherever you're at, go to that place. Don't go to the place of pain or suffering. Just be conscious of what you're putting out there. The best of the best. Now break the pose. Bring your hands onto the front knee and the toes on your back foot. You can push your way up to standing, and we're back up. Good. Now we're going to the other side. Turn to the right. Turn the right foot forward and sink into the right hip. Get nice and low. Stay long and strong. Look over the front hand. Be again the warrior. All the qualities are within you. Just have to turn them on. Now, Paschimottanasana, the right arm either on the right side, left arm over the head, or the right hand's on the ground. If your hip is about the height of the knee, you can probably get your hand on the ground. Pull the left shoulder back. Make sure your hip is not jutting up. And if you'd like to take a half or full bind, go ahead. Left arm goes behind the back. The right arm either stays where it is or snake it underneath the right leg and join hands just against the back of the right side, not over this, not around the seat. Push the left shoulder back. Beautiful. Now, here, break the pose. Bring your hands on either side of the right foot and turn forward. Lift the back heel on the left foot. Left arm goes up and we'll go into Parivrtta Paschimottanasana, push the knee out of the way towards the left so you can get your left arm down more easily on the outside. The shoulder against the knee, the right hand on the left. And push very hard. The belly comes higher than the thighs, and the chest comes to your thumbs. Roll the right shoulder back. If you're having trouble balancing, just bring the left knee down. If you want to take a bind, do it now. Push the right shoulder all the way back. Good. Beautiful. Break the pose. Bring hands back down on the inside of the right foot. Move the right foot out to the edge of the mat, and again, scooch back and forth. And try to get your hips to come towards the ground. They're attracted by large magnets to the ground. Push back to the left foot one more time, lower the knee. Fall to your left, so you can get your left arm down, roll back to the right. And keep on lengthening. The more you telescope your chest and head forward, the more the body will come closer to the ground. Anchor down to the hips. Fix your gaze like a lizard that doesn't blink. Imitate it in all ways, merge as a form. And when you do so, you will eventually be able to meditate. The body comes into stillness. You merge with the object of your meditation. In effect, it's God. God is not one. Now from here, come back onto your hands. Keep your hips where they are, right close to front seat. And again, Kapyasana. Your expression of the pose, either hands on the knee and lean away from the leg. Try not to shorten the lower back, no big folds across the lower back. Rock your shoulders back if you like. Push it. Arms all the way back. Stretch. Every pose, remember, divine gift towards all beings. Break the pose, come back. Hands on either side of the right foot. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Vasisthasana. Standing on your left hand and left foot first, turn to the right. Strong arm. Make sure you're not dropping into your shoulder. Make sure your hips are not sagging down. If it's starting to happen, just lower the left knee down. Then come back to plank. Go on the other hand now. Turn to your left. Just turn on your feet so you're on the edges of your feet. Your ankles are crossed. Now come back to plank. One more round. Go to your right again. This time, if you want, you can try other variations. You can do the same one. You can try to lift your right leg. If you want, you can bring your right foot to your left thigh and turn your chest up. Or you can come into wild and just slide your right toes back alongside the knee. Wherever you're at is perfect. Just keep offering up. Make sure your hips are high so that you can get more stability in the pose. And then move back into plank, go on the other side. So just moving like you're doing a dance, fluidly and gracefully. Watch the magic unfold in your imagination, and then just see if your body will realize what you're seeing. You have to have a boundless imagination to realize everything. And from here, break the pose, go back to high plank. Now get ready, come forward to the hands. You do champa walk. Come into a squat. Good. Now bend your knees, turn your knees out, your hands between your legs, coming to squat your wrists at the lines of your shoulder, your elbows. Push your shoulders against the knees now, coming into Katasana. Hands down, lift the heels, come forward so your shoulders come over the fingertips, your arms are straight, pushing right into the ground, hold your breath. Keep a strong pressure between your legs and your arms, and so you can flick your toes up. Those who are more advanced can bring your knees right into your armpits. Keep your arms straight, lean forward. The shins start on your arms, but then your toes lift up. So it's just knees in your armpits. Again, according to your abilities. Good. And then come back down. From here, bring your knees down, bring your head down, child's pose. Your feet down on the heels. Breathe in. Breathe out all fatigue. Relax everything. Even here, you offer up these modes of rest. The practice is in balance between your strength and your drive, and also but with a softness and surrender. So from here, headstand, or if you want, teddy bear, or too much, you can just keep your forehead on the ground and lift your seat up. Your hips come over your knees. You're still doing inversion. Just try to get your heart higher than the head. If you're doing teddy bear, your head is in front of your knees, your hands are on your knees, and then you lift your seat, walk your feet forward, and just press your knees against your elbows. If you're comfortable, you pull your toes away from the ground. Then you bring your toes higher, your feet up towards your seat. And then from there, you can keep going if you want, if you feel comfortable. One leg behind, one leg forward is the easiest way to balance. Split the legs. Wherever you find the comfort, where you find the comfort and the steadiness, leave the body alone. Bring your attention to the space between the eyebrows. Work on one point of this mind. Beautiful. All movement slow. Flex your feet. Keep your legs close to your body. It's closer, easier when your body is compact to stay in balance. That's it. Good. All right. Now, come back down. Again, child's pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Roll your way up. Find your way onto your back. Scooch forward to the front of the mat. And then just roll back. Roll your legs up. As your legs are coming up, bring your hands to your back and bring your feet all the way behind your head. Baby cow pose. Now see if you can bring your arms all the way behind your body. Join your hands together. Try to get your arms all the way back so you can't see the front. The seat is over the shoulders. This is too much happy baby pose. If you want to go a little bit deeper, your seat is over your shoulders. Try to get your thighs on your body, against your body, your knees on the inside of the head. Maybe with a very flexible, the knees will come down to the ground. Nothing to do, no to go a bit deeper within, beyond the body, the mind, and emotions. Stay with your mind on the space between your eyebrows. Pay attention. Stay still. Then we come into fish pose. Prepare by bringing your hands behind the back, the palms down. Press into your arms so that your descent is controlled. No big, fast crash landings. Keep the legs close to the body as long as you can, and then eventually the seat will land on the wrists. Keep bringing your legs down until they're about halfway down, 45 degrees. And then once you're there, push into your lower arms and lift your back up off the ground. Push your elbows a little bit closer together behind the heart. Here, lift the chest as much as you can. Bring your top leg down. Fish pose. If this is too much, bring your legs down all the way to the ground. Charge your legs in any case. And here, if you like, you breathe very fast in the nose. For Bring the heels down close to your seat. Bring your hands away, out from underneath. And bring your fingertips on either side of the head. Now, if you are comfortable, you can do Urdhva Dhanurasana or the half version. Just bring your seat up off the ground, slide your head in a little bit more, turn your hands around. Option here is to just go into bridge pose. Shoulders and back on the mat. Those you can, take your head up off the ground. Upward facing bow. Stretch the whole front of the body, lift your heels. Angry determination. This is a pose that demands lots of stamina. And then from here, lower back down from wherever you are. Take a moment here, breathe in. Breathe out, imagine you're fainting. Let go of all fatigue. Now from here, roll up to seated position. Right into Kurmasana. So nice graceful entry. Once you're seated, bring your feet on either side of the mat. Slide your arms underneath the legs, take hold of the feet, close to your heels, and come down to your belly between your thighs. Move your elbows out a little bit more beyond your legs. Try to get your body flatter and flatter until your shoulders are lower than your knees. Be very flexible. Your shoulders are already there below the knees. You can take your arms back behind you. The palms, the fingers facing backwards. Your legs are on top of the arms, close to the shoulders. Otherwise, you stay. You just keep on trying to get your belly down closer and closer to the ground. Make like a turtle. Imagine your back is a big shell. From the base of the spine, breathe all the way up to the ground, exhale back down to the base of the spine. Feel the shoulder blades falling away from the neck. Widen across the back, lengthen along the spine. One more pull on your feet, try to get your head further forward. Perhaps the top of the head in line with your heels. And then from here, release. Slide your arms out from underneath. Take them all the way back behind you. Urdhva or bench pose. If you want, you can bring your legs in front, extend it, but slide your heels in a little bit. And then push into your heels, roll the hips up, roll the thighs towards another. You want to get your toes on the ground. So bring your feet a little bit closer if you need to. If it's too much, your feet come underneath your knees and you can just do bench pose. Hips are up, shoulders and hips and knees in the same line, chest higher than the shoulders. Now the head go back. Now breathe very fast through the nose like a sniffing dog. Lower the seat down. But now from here, slide your feet in closer to the body. Hug your legs to your body. Inhale. Deep breath in. Hold the breath at the top. Chin on the chest. Pinch the space to your eyebrows. Everything stops. All the body movements, the mind, the mental activity, the emotions, and so forth. Exhale, soften, relax, release the tension. Slide your feet out a little bit more. Right hand behind the back, left hand up. Push the arm against the outside of the left side. And then push the lower back up and in. Turn to the right. Look over the right shoulder. Make sure you're not leaning back. Your hand is anchoring your body in place. So you can push your arm into the back and get taller and straight. Back to the front. Go to the other side. Left hand right behind the back, against the center of the back. Right arm up and push it against the outside of the left side. Pull the knees away from you. So you're trying to push them away beyond the right edge of the body. It's not just the eyes that turn, the whole body, the whole torso turns from the base, the hips all the way up. Visualize twisting movement in your mind. Perhaps the body will go further. Always make your way onto your back. Allow your feet to just widen and then can grab the edges of the mat if you need to make your way down so that the landing is soft again. And then bring your arms a little bit further away from the body, palms facing up. And then just from here, take a deep breath in, collect all the tension, all the effort. Exhale, just drop it right out of the body instantly. Imagine you went unconscious, all the muscles instantly relax. Everything softens. Physically, surrender all effort. Mentally, surrender all barriers, remove all the obstacles that prevent you from receiving. Be grateful for everything that's coming in. It comes as a result of you offering up the practice. So be receptive to all the incoming gifts of the practice. Spiritually open up as well. All the knowledge that we receive from the experiences, however painful or joyful those experiences are, we learn something from each and every one. And the knowledge helps us to break the patterns that cause pain and suffering. Through the practice, we learn the nature of the true self, which is the same as God's, ultimately infinite, stainless, immutable. Gold comes from gold. This is, we are all divine manifestations. God. Make an intention of seeing God in all beings. Anchor that intention in your mind by repeating yourself the following sentence 3 times to yourself mentally. I see God in all beings. And becomes unimaginable to want to do harm to any being, for who would want to do harm to God? Prepare to come back to seated position with that intention firmly ingrained in heart and mind. Gracefully, reverently, quietly make your way back up to seated position. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be receptive to the grace of God. All is within. Namaste. Thank you so very much for your efforts, for your love, for your interest. If you'd like to stay for Pranayama, I will stay for 8 o'clock. You're welcome to stay. If you have to get going, have a wonderful day. Let me just turn off the camera first.